The Midday Mix on Mix 93.8.
Business Boost is brought to you by Mix 93.8 and the National Small Business Chamber, turning small business into big business. Joining us on the line, we have CEO and founder of NSBC Africa, Mr. Mike Anderson. Mike, welcome back. How are you this week?
All good, Damian. Good to talk to you again.
Yeah, great to have you on. So I think a lot of people are finding themselves in a bit of a position where the business isn't quite doing what it's expected to doing. It's kind of spiraling out of control with things like debt and expenses and poor sales. When you find yourself in a situation like that, what do you do next? Where do you look? How do you approach fixing this problem?
Yeah, Damien, you and I both know it's generally tough out there. We still got to remain positive, but it is tough out there. We've got to understand that. But, if your business is not doing what it should be doing and it's spiraling out of control with debt, expenses, poor sales, now's the time to adopt the principle of lean and do things differently. I like to call it the washing machine effect. Stick your business into the washing machine and clean it thoroughly. Your business strategic plan, your forecast, your systems, your staff. Start a new business with the one you have before it's too late. Now we've got to get rid of everything we don't need. Large offices, expensive cars, poor performing or unwanted staff. We've got to be brutal on that money. This exercise alone will bring relief and a refreshing approach. Everything you do should be subject to scrutiny and revision, including your vision, business and marketing plans, budgets, sales and expense expectations, and more. It's now all about creating a brighter, less stressful view of the road ahead.
Now, Mike, in terms of giving your business a profit makeover, what are your suggestions in going forward for that?
Simple but powerful solutions, Damian. First of all, reward your best customers. Look at which customers are giving you the most profit. Coddle them, woo them, don't lose them. Offer them frequent buyer rewards. Send them a small gift once a year. Give them a random call every few months to check in, thank them, and ask them what else they might need. Treat them like gold. Now, on the flip side, fire your unprofitable customers. Sometimes the highest maintenance, most time-consuming customers you have are the ones who pay you the least. Analyze the profit margin or lack of profit margin that each customer or perhaps customer segment produces. Stop pursuing customers who are not helping you be profitable, period. Next point, build relationships. This coming year from now on, it's time to overhaul your sales behavior. Turn all one-time sales efforts into relationship sales. Secure relationships as opposed to making one sale. Then erase those expense lines. Reduce your operating expense budget to the lowest possible number. If that means selling your car or closing an office, so be it. You can't build a new profit base when you are still using yesterday's expense model. Go through the expense line by line and get rid of everything you can live without. Then outsource, outsource, outsource. Whatever type of skill or service you need, think hard before hiring a new employee or keeping an old employee. Look at each department or each person when you're trying to manage costs. Can you eliminate positions, combine jobs, delete processes, and outsource tasks? Outsource exactly what you need for the right amount of time and, importantly, the right amount of money. Then, of course, update your networking from blogs to Twitter to LinkedIn to Facebook. Invest in the online and social media presence you need to compete now. Businesses that don't leverage social networking will be left behind. Jumpstart new relationships from forum building. Update all your sites. Keep your online relationships fresh and dynamic with news, blogs, newsletters, tips and surveys. Find an online forum in your industry and become an active contributor. And then finally, take your office with you. With cloud technology, you are no longer bound to a desk. We know that by now. Log on to some new interactive cloud-based systems that can help you do your business elsewhere. Make sure you have internet connections on all of your devices. Everything you once needed to do in your own office can now be done remotely. Best of all, when your employees are sharing files in the cloud, it makes for much more cohesive, connected team.
It sounds like two big takeaways from what you've mentioned. Yeah, one is visibility, making sure that you're visible to your clients, and then another big one is efficiency. So, cutting out all those unnecessary processes.
Yeah, it's hard, Damien. We've got to be brutal on that money. I've spoken about it many times. We've got to stop buying the things that we don't need, because we will soon be selling the things that we need. And sometimes it's hard to get rid of these line expenses. But what is the consequence? We've got to look at that carefully.
100%. Now, the road to Africa's biggest entrepreneurial extravaganza is getting shorter, Mike. Remind us how our listeners can get registered and attend the Business Show Africa.
Yeah, I'll just keep the reminder going, Damien. It's, of course, the big one. It's now less than 4 months away, the Business Show Africa at Sandton Convention Centre on 6th, 7th of September. It's a big one, the biggest culmination of business owners, entrepreneurs and industry leaders under one roof over 2 days. An exciting extravaganza, workshops, masterclasses, amazing exhibits. The experience is vibrant. It's powerful networking. So really, for the listeners out there, if you want to get your ticket, it's completely sponsored, free of charge. Just go to the Business Show website, thebizshow.africa, and grab your ticket. It's going to be an amazing experience.
Mike, as always, thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a fantastic week.
Likewise, you too, Damien. Thank you.
Stay well.
Business Boost is brought to you by Mix 93.8 and the National Small Business Chamber, turning small business into big business.